Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, September 2nd. We are looking at the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And the beat goes on. The beat goes on. It's just nonstop. We gap higher, have a little bit of an inventory adjustment, even take out A's low, trade 6 for 6 wide, and then finally explode to the upside, have a trend day up. ES only has one set of single prints in L. SPY has 3 that held. We go out with a price probe again. This is a price probe now. 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row we've had upside price probes. I don't remember last time I saw that. We're one time framing up 9 days in a row, 9 weeks, 4 months. It just hasn't stopped. Volume, actually decent today. 66 million with the after hours still to go. So we're going to do at least 70 million. Now that's nothing great. However, I have said the buyers, the bulls need the next time frame in here to keep this going. So the volume the last couple of days now obviously our average volume has been brought down a lot. So it's not hard to get above it, right? It's 50 million. But we have done 66 million on Monday, I think 58 million yesterday, and now we're going to be doing probably about 70 million today. So I think, if anything, the big boys might be dipping their toes in because they are missing out on this. Now, it still doesn't make what's going on healthy, in my opinion. I still think we should get some sideways action, shake out some weak longs, and then see if we want to go higher. But if the big boys are in here, this market will not get that huge flush and sell will come that everybody is talking about. I did not have a good day. Those puts I have obviously got hurt. I didn't add on to those. I still have them. I didn't add on to them. I actually bought some 360s for a trade in J period that expired the 14th. They worked out nice. I had some left, not a lot. Kept those, so those got hurt. But again, nothing drastic. The trade itself was good because I was finally looking for the pullback. Didn't do a lot today. Maybe, again, this market, this isn't my type of market. I know I say trend days are and good tempo. Tempo actually wasn't bad today for the buyers. It really wasn't. But I just have a hard time. You have to know yourself, right? You have to know yourself better than anything, right? Then you got to know your competition. You have to know the product you're trading. Well, this isn't my, being long up here, it just isn't me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It just isn't. I stayed out of trouble. I didn't short this market all the way up today or the last couple of days. And I'm not counting those puts I have for looking for us to go into some kind of balance. I'm talking about actually trading, day trading. So it's taken a little steam out of me probably late yesterday and today, the way this market has gone. I mean, anybody and everybody's just throwing darts at anything and making money, and God bless them. For my money's worth, though, that's not trading. That's great insight, but for me, I don't like the way this market has gone straight up. I'm fighting it. I'm not getting in the way of it. I'm trying not to fight it, but I haven't gotten on board to reap the benefits. That's for sure. But that's all right. Right? It's only, whether it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, who cares? It's a lifetime of trading. I don't have a problem. So I don't mind watching when it does this. And the main thing is keeping my room out of trouble, which I have done. I've told them, clear as day. Today we were absolutely rotational early in the day, right? We went down A and B, C and D went up, E came down, F went back up. Once though, I said something changed. Once now, I know they don't have single prints, but once G had single prints for SPY and they held, something changed. So that means one of two things. The rotation's over, so you don't want to short it because it's not coming back. So you either watch or you get on board. That's all. I watch for the most part. I shorted this. As far as my trades, I took a long in A. A came down. A basically drove straight down. Held the gap, tapered off, went long. Everything I traded was today's except those 360s puts. So 353 calls, made a nice trade on that. B period came down right before take out A's low. I played innovator. I thought if we took out A's low, we had a good chance of filling the gap. right? Triple Qs filled theirs. I thought we would fill ours. Well, that was not to be. Took a short, made small on it. Took the rest off before I got into trouble. Then B period. Was it B? I did take a long in B. So B, as it was getting close to A's high in the opening, when it got near the opening, I bought 354 calls to see it pop the top. Did that. Popped up. Was a nice trade. I bought 100 of those, actually. So that was a pretty nice trade. Did well on that one. Then an F period. Actually had some poor structure. I took a put play thinking we'd come down and fill it. But the fact that it looked like POC was going to be raised and everything else never came down. Once G opened, had the singles, couldn't fill them, got out of that. I lost on that trade. Not a lot. Those were the 356s. And then the last trade I took was in J period. I took a short. I took the 360 puts when J couldn't initially take out I. Bought 50 of them, wrote them down, took off about took off a bunch of them, about 35. I'm not even sure how many I have left. I'm not sure if I have 12 or 15 left. So that was a very nice trade. Figured we'd fill the single prints. That's why I was holding on to them. And then went back up, and then it started going. I said, you know what? They expire September 14th. I don't mind holding on to those, so I did. So, and that was the day. So let's go to destinations. For the upside, right now the one and only one is 358.75, which is our all-time high. We'll see if we make a new one in the overnight. Now the the triple Qs never hit their overnight pre-market high. So that's still there. But the SPY has a new high. We'll see now if we make another one in the overnight. Downside. And again, these algos have to search for something. When they run out of prices, they're searching for something. So right now, the next legitimate level would be 360, right? They like round numbers. They like very visual areas. So right now, we'll have today's high and then 360 right now. That's what I would look at. Downside, we had a price probe 4 days in a row, 357.90. So even though we closed 20 cents below it, we won't know if it's accepted or rejected until tomorrow morning. Then we have 3 sets of single prints, 357.47, get filled at 356.93. So that's still a decent set. That's what? 54 cents. So 54 cents worth of single prints. Then we have in SPY 355.80, gets filled at 78 cents. Now, for the ES, that's the afternoon pullback low, but since we still have singles, it's still just the single prints. And then we have one other set of single prints, 355.33, get filled at 29 cents. That's G's low to C's high. And then we have 353.43, today's low, and filling the gap, 352.71, a 72-point gap. Quickly, triple Qs, see? Now, triple Qs, it was funny. At one point, they had a beautiful sell tail and they had a beautiful buy tail. When we were trading here, I said, well, which one's going to get filled? I said, I would look for an afternoon rally high here in G. I said, but if we take out C's high, you're going to take out that sell tail. And that's exactly, now I didn't trade it. I was just telling the room that because a lot of people trade the NQ and the triple Qs. And that's exactly what we did. They pulled back, so you got a nice afternoon pullback low, and then they went and ate away the entire sell tail. Buy tail is still nice, firmly intact. But they did not get the overnight high. Okay, let's go to the charts. Monthly, just exploding out of the gate. Last month's high was 351.30. Think about that. We're 2 days into the new month. We're already $7 above last month's high. So just exploding out of a 7-month balance, we called it. There's just no end in sight. They're just exploding. They're very happy to do it. We'll see. It's very healthy. Monthly's incredibly healthy. Right now, over February's high, 339. We're $18 above February's high already. Weekly, same thing. One time framing up, 9 weeks. Getting tremendous distance away from previous highs. We still have the gaps, one here, one here. You know, at some point, you want a better foundation. But again, if the longer term's coming in, I'm not saying they are just yet, but I think they're definitely in there nibbling away on the buy side. So if they start doing that, it's going to make it that much more difficult for sellers to push this down with any real gusto. Because if they're in here nibbling at the all-time highs, any push down, they'll be there buying that. I think that's what they've been waiting for. I think it hasn't happened. So now they're like, we better start buying. That's how I'm looking at this. Because remember, the quarter ends the end of this month. If they haven't been buying and they're lagging, they're going to have to catch up. So again, that can fuel more to the upside here. And then there's your daily, right? We were saying yesterday, some people are saying, oh, maybe that's a 3-day balance. Well, I said it's not balanced till we take out the one-time framing up. And look what we did today. Boom, explode to the upside. One-time framing up, 9 days, 9 weeks, 4 months. It is 4 months, right? Or is it 5 months now? 1, 2, 3. I apologize. It is 5 months. We are one-time framing up 5 months. So, again, don't step in front of this train. I had a poor day because I did. Not because I did. Let me rephrase that. I had a poor day because of those positions I had. And again, I'm not bearish. I just thought we would look to trade sideways when I started this. So again, playing innovator hurts. There's no doubt about it. Now I still have 2 weeks, not 2 weeks. I have 7 trading days left for these puts. We'll see if we get any kind of pullback at all, right? Remains to be seen. If we do, then great. I should get my money back, if not a little more. If not, well, then it's going to be very interesting to see how much more they want to take this market up. I hope you had a good day trading. Have a great night. Come check us out, camelbacktrading.org, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.